Hey, we're back with another Kyle's Creations. Thanks for showing up and watching. Today we got a little bit of a short one for you, but a good one. I acquired this truck about 4 years ago when my dad passed away, and he was having this problem. Oh gosh, at least a year before he passed away. He was in bad shape, so he was a mechanic. He was actually a Ford Master Tech, but he was in a bad way and just couldn't take time. But this repair is good for the Ford Ranger and the Mazda B series trucks, and some of the other Ford products, anywhere from a lot of the 4 and 6 cylinder stuff in the cars and everything else. It's pretty much the same deal. But the thing I was having a problem with is this truck would stumble at idle. Usually it just happened when you first fired it up, when it was cold, and it would just stutter just a little bit. Nothing horrible, but it would stutter just a little bit. Then every once in a while it would get a little worse, if you were sitting at a stoplight or something like that, but I could never figure it out. I replaced the fuel filter, the fuel pump, checked all the fuel pressure, it was good. I checked a couple of the spark plugs and they looked fine, so I just kind of left it alone. But it turns out that the cylinder number 5 spark plug was pretty much shot. But that wasn't the whole problem. So I replaced all the spark plugs and it ran better. And then I just kind of left it alone. And then one day when I fired it up, it ran really bad. And finally threw a code. And the code was a misfire on cylinder number 1. And there could be a few different reasons why an engine's misfiring on a cylinder, but it turns out that it was this guy. It was a coil pack, and only like $25 on Amazon. Came the next day. It threw a code. I think it was P0305 or 0301, I can't remember. If you take your vehicle to O'Reilly's or any of those kind of places, they'll give you that, and it can come up as possible oxygen sensors and this and that and blah blah blah. But everything that I found, as far as cheap and easy goes, this guy right here. So bring you in here, I'll show you where it's at. So that's the coil pack there. Pretty easy to find. Sits right on top of the cylinder here. Now I labeled each one of the spark plugs, not in their firing order, but just in a general order, so that way I could keep track of them. But definitely recommend replacing that. And of course, I wasn't sure how long those spark plugs have been in there. For all I know, they were the original plugs, and this thing's got 112,000 miles on it. So, but other than that, she runs like a top now. So purrs like a kitten. She's got a heck of a lot more power than she used to. I bet you it wasn't firing good on 2 cylinders because of that one spark plug plus the coil pack giving problems. So that's what I found, guys and gals, and hope this helps you out. These are the cheaper and easier fixes than, some people say, if your engine's got a bunch of miles on it, it might need some engine work too. But this is what I would try. It's cheap, it's easy, it's quick, and yeah. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.